Hey y'all, hey, Debbie Bubbles here. Welcome back to my channel and into the walls of our home, and welcome to the Reeves Galore Open Collaboration. This collab is hosted by The Grace Life DIY Home Decor, Denise Glam Style Living, J Mom Creations, At Home with Lisa, Jennifer at Home, Design with Emma, Sandy Lynn's Home and Garden, May's Design Corner, Sonia Down South, Jean Home Decor and More, Lifestyle Designs with Teresa, and me, Debbie Bubbles. Welcome. Alrighty guys, now that I have your ear, now that I have your attention maybe, just one more thing. If you would be so gracious as to visit each of the host and co-host channels and give them a thumbs up for their hard work, and if you leave them some supportive, encouraging comments, we would be so incredibly thankful. Okay, and with that being said, let's get on with the show. All right, my bubblies. So tonight's theme is welcoming fall. And so with our Reeves, we are going to bring in, welcome in, spring in, fall back into fall. Now, if you've been around here any length of time with this gal, you know fall is her favorite season of all. Tonight's styling is going to be really cut and dry, plain and simple. I'm keeping it pretty traditional for this one. Okay, y'all, so the wreath that we're going to be working on today is already one that has been constructed. We're just going to do a little tweaking to it, and I do mean a little. I paid $4.94 for this in the American Council of the Blind thrift store, and we're just going to do a little fluffing to it, and we're going to come in with ribbon and create a nice bow to go on our wreath. I'm not going to do a whole bunch like I say with this because for one, it's going outside. It does not represent what's going on inside of my home, and it is just part of first fall here in the Holyfield home. Now y'all, I say first fall because I am actually doing 3 different phases of fall here in our home. I'm showing you some traditional stuff as we start off, and if you've been watching the channel, you've seen some things that are a little more traditional in color, but also you've seen a peek into some of the others that are not going to be so traditional as far as my styling goes for fall. So currently, this orange is not what's inside of my home, and if you want to see what I have in my home, you'll have to return to my channel and watch, and you'll see exactly what we're doing over here. But for this collaboration, we're going to work on a very traditional leaf-filled, fall leaf-filled wreath. And I think it's gorgeous in itself, but it's going to be even more beautiful once we add some ribbon. I have fluffed up our leaves and kind of danced them around to other areas of this wreath, leaving a clearance here because here is where we're going to attach a lovely bow eventually to this, because I'm just going to keep this simple. It's going outside, as I've stated already. It is still hot here in the Texas Panhandle, and the colors may or may not fade. I don't know. I think the colors will do fine, but I just noticed there's an original sticker here. This was originally from Hobby Lobby, and sticker price was $49.99. So my $4.49 or $4.94 was still of a deal. All right, now that we have gotten the fluffing of the wreath out of the way, the leaves, I'm showing you here some of the ribbon that we're going to use or plan to use. This is some ribbon that I picked up over on Etsy from an Etsy shop. Just has a cute little leopard print pickup truck with pumpkins in the bed of it. There's some leaves falling and flying around. We're going to use that ribbon along with maybe this pumpkin ribbon here that we picked up from Dollar Tree. 2 yards of that. And then we also have this plaid ribbon from Dollar Tree as well that has, you know, the greens and orange, browns, and some gold there. So we're going to construct our ribbon, our bow for this. Now, this ribbon here that I purchased off of Etsy, I'm not going to use all of it. It's about 5 yards of it that I have here. I'm going to use probably a couple yards of it. I don't want to use it all for this wreath because, again, it's going outside, and I don't know, I'll probably put it for sale at some point. It's not something that I'm going to keep here in my home for me. Now, I don't normally make bows live, and I'm not going to really do too much live on this, but I am just going to fold this ribbon onto itself several times to create a nice amount of bowl foliage. A nice amount of bow to fold here. And I think that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to clip it, and then I'll go on to one of these others here in just a moment. Okay, you can see that I folded that over onto itself about 4 or 5 different times there. I'm going to come in with a little of this jute rope here that was left over from another project that I took apart, and we're going to tie this off in the center, and then I'm going to make another bow doing the same thing with the plaid as well as one using the pumpkin theme. And there I have just tied off and knotted that jute rope around the center of our bow here, and we'll fluff it here in a little bit, but easy peasy lemon squeezy. I did that same little fold over with this ribbon, and I'm going to cut off probably about a foot extra that's overhanging there to use it for my tails on my bow here in a moment. Off camera, I went ahead and finished up this last bit of ribbon here. We're going to go ahead, cinch it in the middle, and tie it off. Go ahead and connect it to that bow there. All right, guys, so to create our bow, I'm just separating out each of the loops that we have made with our ribbon. The pumpkin themed ribbon here had less on the spool than the others, so I just went ahead and did just a few little loops with it, kept a few, one extra length of it to use as a tail and to hang, but otherwise it's the center bow there. But we're going to finish separating up the loops and fluffing them and attach to that one here in a moment. I have now added in the last of my ribbon here, which we're going to get that fluff it all up. We have some leaf out there so we can attach it to our wreath. I'll be back. Okay, as you can see there, I have dovetailed my ribbons. We're going to attach the 3 of these links together to hang from our bow. All right, so I have connected my tail ends together. We're going to attach to the bow and attach to the wreath. There is our bow that we're going to attach. We have some of our jute string there, or whatever, that we're going to use to attach it to the wreath. I am proud to say that not a single hot glue stick was harmed in the making of this wreath today. We didn't use any glue sticks at all. Now here in this area here is where we're going to attach our bow. Again, not going to use any glue sticks, just going to tie this to the back of our wreath. I didn't even bother removing either of the tags that were on there. It's not even necessary. I will clip off our strings, our tail ends. Actually, I might leave them on there, but I'll probably clip them on off and then we'll hang. Now there is our wreath just hanging here on a bare wall in the dining room. If you want to see how we style and live outdoors, hint, hint, with this wreath, then you'll have to come back for another video. Now, as we draw closer to the end of this video, I just want to pause for a moment and say thank you for viewing this video. I hope that you paused long enough to give me a thumbs up and to leave a comment. And please remember to go by, watch each video on the playlist for the Wreaths Galore Open Collaboration. And thank you to each and every one of the hosts of this collaboration. I know that everyone's going to bring their A game. Alrighty, my bubblies. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching. I love you. Y'all go by, watch the rest of the playlist, and God willing, I'll see you soonish. Mwah. Bye-bye for now.